What's up, it's LactateLactate, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 5 of Classes to Make You Lactate. I never thought I'd get this far, to be honest. I think this is my 25th video and my 5th video in this mini-series, so I'm amazed, to be honest. And also, quick shout out, I'd like to say that I reached 50 subscribers over the weekend, which is a massive milestone for me. I honestly thought I would have quit and given up a long time ago, because this whole YouTube thing, it's been fun, but it's been a lot harder than I thought it would be. But your support has been tremendous, so I just want to say a very big thank you for that. But in terms of the class that I'm going through today, this is the class I've just been in love with lately. The ACR Red Dot, G18 Akimbos, Semtex, Stun Grenades, Sleight of Hand Power, and SitRep Pro. Now again, I'm being a bit of an idiot. This game I was using Ninja, a bit rubbish of me. But actually, since this game was recorded, I found that SitRep has been far more beneficial, and throughout the course of the video, I'm going to explain why. Now, this gameplay is a team deathmatch gameplay I got on Afghan. I skipped out the first little bit because basically I just get pwned like a noob off the spawn, but I respawn and I go back for revenge. Right there, I get a nice long shot, which sort of brings me to my first point about the ACR. Now, it's a low damage, low fire rate, but the low fire rate also results in very low recoil. Actually, zero recoil, to be honest. If there's any recoil on this gun, I sure as hell haven't found it. It makes it very, very easy to shoot and pick off people at long range. Because the gun doesn't bounce at all. When I use the TAR especially, burst firing is sort of essential over long range with any weapon. But when I'm using the TAR, it's literally like, I'm just bouncing all over the place. But that's my main reason for the ACR, even though it has got low damage. It's one of the most low damage assault rifles. I find that the red dot further helps this sort of the long range encounters that I'm inevitably going to get into, and helps me win them, because the iron sights, they're not great, to be honest. They're okay, but they're not for me. And I also find that the holographic sight is a bit obtrusive. The red dot is very clear, very open, and you've got that tiny little red dot right in the middle, and you can hit that red dot all day. Hitting your target with the red dot is no problem whatsoever. So that's why I would always use that. This standard is actually quite common in competitive gaming. A lot of the pros use this gun at least, because it provides them that accuracy that they need, and that sort of sharp, being able to turn on people and being able to pick off people at range. Burst firing is important with this gun, but even if you don't burst fire particularly well, or you don't want to burst fire, you can just sort of find someone and just go nuts on them like I just did there. Also, I find that the hip fire on this gun is very reliable, even without steady aim. If someone rushes you, you can sort of hip fire, but probably close range is probably the main weakness of the ACR. It's not the best up close because of the low damage and low fire rate. So if someone does sort of rush you, you're probably going to be better off going to a secondary. However, if you're a bit lazy like me, or not quite as quick, you stay with your primary most of the time. Then that sort of leads me on to my perks and why I chose the perks I chose. Now, Scavenger would be a good shout for the ACR, but again, in close range encounters, which inevitably you're going to get into on this game, because as much as I complain about campers, there's a lot of people rushing as well, and a lot of people flanking, with their UMPs and all that. So you need to be able to quickly reload, quickly aim down sights, and that's why Sleight of Hand is a massive aid to this gun. And that's mainly why I have it. It's just a beautiful combination, and I could not get a double all game. I couldn't get a double. Everyone was just not quite lining up for me, and that guy takes away my cred. Sorry, my Harrier, but what are you going to do? Stopping power, again, necessary because of the low damage, basically. If you don't have stopping power on, you're going to have a pretty frustrating time. I tried playing a few games with hardline, and yeah, it just wasn't happening. No one was dying, and especially if you combine that with a silencer. Sometimes I like to do this gun, I like to bling it out and put red dot and silencer. Then yeah, no one's dying for you. They're just, you might as well just be sort of, flicking stuff at them for all the good it does. They're just, the bullets don't work. And my last point about SitRep. Now, as I said, I was using Ninja in this gameplay because, at the whole point, I like to be able to not hear my footsteps and hear others around me. But SitRep Pro obviously actually allows you to hear enemy footsteps at 4 times as loud. Again, in terms of not being surprised and not sort of getting into close encounters that you don't want to get into, I find that, But in terms of not getting into close range encounters and stuff like that, then SitRep Pro is very helpful, because, and how's that not a double? Anyway, sorry, I'm stay professional right here about the class. Now, SitRep Pro is it is very beneficial in this because you know you can, especially you've got a headset, you can, and you're sort of good at sound horing, which is sort of I'm acquiring that skill at the moment. I am getting better at it. But if you can sound whore a little bit and you've got SitRep Pro, then you're never going to be surprised again because you can just hear everyone coming. If someone tries to flank you or rush you, you just say, oh, there's a guy coming around behind me now, better turn around, and you just pick them off, and it's beautiful. So that's the main reason why I've been running SitRep. Very lucky to get that cool. So you know, that would be my advice to run those three in combination, and hopefully you'll have the success that I've been having with it lately. Actually, all my gameplays these days seem to be ACR gameplays. I promise I'm going to try and mix it up. But that's only because I love this class so much and it's so good. So I seriously recommend trying it out, guys. Tips in terms of playing with it: play smart. Don't get into too many sort of close quarter fights if you can avoid it. But the SitRep and Sleight of Hand and Stopping Power will all very much help you with that. Use the red dot. Trust me, it's probably the only way to go. Although FMJ. Sometimes, yeah, but if you're going to use FMJ, use Scavenger. But trust me, this is the class. Okay, this is the class, and try not to get into many head-to-head gunfights because you're not going to win all of them. Basically, with this gun, you will get outgunned occasionally. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, thanks for the 50 subs once again. That was amazing, and I'll see you later. Bye.